joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence infants of days, nor an old man that has not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner, being 100 years old, shall be cast. As if I have read a story here. This is not storytelling, but maybe the interest would be on this verse 20, where many people do read and they fail to understand it. They think that maybe in the new heaven people will die. Let me just maybe put attention on this very verse 20 so that we can get to understand together. They say, there shall be no more events in an infant, of days, nor an old man shall not, man that has not filled his days, for the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. In heaven, we are yearning for, or in heaven where we are going, there shall be no death, there shall be no sorrow. Literally meaning that even this, the younger man die at old age, the death will not be there. As we saw last time, that when Jesus comes, he will have conquered the death, and the death will be no more. So literally meaning that there will be, anyway, when you happen to have a chance to reach into heaven, there will be, you will not die anymore. That's how you'll be the perfect being, as we just read in introduction. So, in a new world, in a new earth rather, there shall be no death. And when we read the book of Matthew, chapter is 5, we read only verse 5. The book is Matthew, chapter is 5, we read verse 5. And it reads, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. And we read in the book of Matthew, when Jesus had started teaching, these are among of the things where he highlighted. Oh, that was the content of his first teaching. The blessed are these, blessed are these, blessed are these. But here we are seeing that the blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. The earth we are talking about is this one here where we are. The earth is not heaven. If so, then they would have said that they will inherit heaven, but they will inherit the earth. This is where at time again the confusion comes. When Jesus, let me just make it clear, so that those who are following us at risk, we can just get them out of confusion. When Jesus comes for his second coming, now we are living in his promises, which he said that he has gone to prepare for us a dwelling place there in heaven. There, but again, when we read in the book of Revelation, chapter is 20, it tells us about 1,000 years. Now, this 1,000 years, when we happen to go to heaven, for those who will have a chance, I pray that I have to be among. They will just live with God for 1,000 years. And when 1,000 years elapses, then these very people will just come down with Jesus in New Jerusalem after 1,000 years. So when they come here to the earth, this earth will have become desolate. What do I mean? Should I use like maybe a desert? No, not. It is a desolate, a formless. You cannot even imagine that this is the earth where the people have been living. Because remember, when Jesus happens to come back and he takes his saints to heaven, the unrighteousness will have died. So it means here only Satan will be here on earth. Only Satan. Because all living will have died, and and unrighteousness who will have died before, they will not resurrect until 1,000 years elapses. I hope maybe for those who always follow our presentations, we once presented this in this 1,000 years. We called it millennium. So we may not go again to it, only that I was just giving just clarification on this. So when those 1,000 years elapses, we shall come back here on earth, and us will have become a desolate, but when the Satan will he be given another chance? You read it, I'm just